Hey guys, Mark Allen, BHSpringSolutions LLC and BHSpringSolutions.com. Back again for another session of High Power University and a very special announcement of another BHAdvanced component for high power pistols. Now this is for the P35 design. This is not the new FN heavy high power, spelled HIGH. This is all of your Brownings FNs, FEGs, FMs, GIRSAN, Springfield, the original high powers that look loosely like that, or at least like that shape. We have a BHAdvanced part that we can announce, a component, and it is a modified or advanced ejector. We're out here at our favorite shooting range, and I'm actually going to be able to show you right now what this is about, and then you're going to watch and see the effectiveness of it. I want to try to get a close-up though, and I'm going to show you first. This is a FN Browning OEM ejector. That's how they were made, and that's what that part looks like. What this part does is when the slide is recoiling rearward, it brings the empty cartridge casing with it. That empty cartridge casing hits that engagement point right here and deflects the empty cartridge casing out of the firearm. And you'll notice that this is flat. Now I'm going to show you, this is my 32-year carry high power, by the way, and not too long ago it got a facelift and an optimization in the Browning BH Custom Shop Service Department. And a lot of people would have thought, well, Mark probably did this one himself. I got so much confidence in our guys now that even my 32-year carry high power, I let them handle it, and it sure turned out. I'm super proud. Anyway, let's take a look at that ejector. Notice the angle right here, and I haven't blued this part yet, but that angle is the subject. That's the advancement. The high powers extraction tends to go towards approximately the shooter's 3 o'clock position. Now I'm going to show you what that means. If I'm standing here shooting at a target straight out from me in both directions, this is 3 o'clock, this is 9 o'clock, that's going to put 4 o'clock just about right there. Go ahead and pan the camera down here. All these shell casings that you see that are running basically where these lines stop and this side of it, we see a lot of shell casings all the way over here against the bricks, a lot of shell casings here, here, all the way down regardless of extraction distance. We've got a lot of them, and they really qualify as the 3 o'clock position. They extend even out here. I was just out shooting, doing some preliminary testing with this component. We were very, very happy with it, and I think this is probably a good way to show you what this does. Now, in a perfect world, I think this is worth saying too, in a perfect world where everything is 100% perfect, your extractor is holding perfect, your slide cycle rate is perfect, the original ejector may deflect to the 4 o'clock position, meaning to the shooter's right and back, and that is preferable, especially if you do a lot of shooting in shooting ranges and you've got these two aluminum or metal panels that are like right next to you, you know, like this. If these are caroming off at the 3 o'clock position, like a lot of these here did, these tend to come back at you. Whereas to the 4 o'clock position, they will not. And so for range guys, and frankly any shooters, what this does is it makes a geometric reason for the extracting empty shell casings to go to the 4 o'clock position. Not just relying on everything being 100% perfect every time, every cartridge casing made 100% perfect, and on, and everything's perfect. This creates a geometric reason at the ejector's engagement point to encourage or make the ejecting empty shell casings want to go to that 4 o'clock position. And yes, that angle is extremely specific. What we're going to do today to show you the effectiveness of this, hopefully, is I'm going to stand here in a normal shooting position. Our lines right here are approximately the 4 o'clock position, definitely not directly to my right, which is going this way. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock behind me directly is going to be the 6 o'clock. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to have Logan come right over here. and you should be out of firing range of the empty shell casings at that point. I don't know if crouching down might be a good way to capture this or not, but we'll see. Ideally, if everything works out in Mark's favor today, what you're going to see in the camera is you're going to see empty shell casings coming pretty much at you. You're actually back probably a little bit farther than you need to be, but let's see if the camera will pick this up. Logan, everything looks 4 o'clock to me. To you?
Looks all right.
You know, if I would have snuck a plus P in here, I could probably hit my phone camera from right where you're at. I tell you, I'm just so pleased with those results right there, and hopefully that was coming out in the pictures. The BHAdvanced ejector for high power pistols, and this is going to be a universal compatible part with all high power pistols, and that's your Inglis, your FMs from Argentina, FEGs, MAUSER, TISAS, FN Browning, obviously, FEGs, Springfield, GIRSANs, KAREENs, ARCUSes. These ejectors are drop-in all of those. But again, the important factor here, and again, this is a fine-tuning part, but the important factor is we're creating that geometric reason for that empty shell casings to consistently and positively go where we were just talking. If you're having erratic extraction, if you're having inconsistent distances of extraction and inconsistent directions that they're going out of your high power, this can be better. And this is one, but it's just part of the ingredient. You have the extractor, its integrity, the extractor spring, its strength, and the slide cycle rate. What we were seeing here was extraction distances predominantly in the 8 to 9 foot range. That's just about perfect. We had some that just went about 7, but that's really kind of the bullseye for slide cycle rate, is placing those in that, say, 6 to 9 foot range is a good place to be as far as slide cycle rate. The reason is you're not over hot on the speed of the slide. That happens when you start getting into double digits, and around that 12 foot mark you really start to notice a decrease in accuracy. If you get down much below a 4 foot, 5 foot kind of extraction level, you're really inviting a short cycle if you get to the weak round in the box, so to say, because you've not got a tremendous amount of margin. Many high powers guys have got these sprung to extract 4, 5, 6 feet, never have a problem with them, fine. We found this 6, 7, 8, 9 foot range just to be just the ideal. So we had the slide cycle rate. This is a newer extractor as well, and now the new BHAdvanced ejector, and you saw the 4 o'clock extraction or ejection just like we'd like to see it. BHAdvanced ejector from BHSpringSolutions, folks. I'm Mark Allen, BHSpringSolutions LLC, and BHSpringSolutions.com. This is being made in February 2023. Thanks, folks.